Darren Moore says that we need to cut out the errors from last season. I agree. Hi guys, and welcome to this video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell. It will let you know when videos go live. The Talking Wednesday podcast is every Tuesday at 5 PM. It's on all podcast platforms of choice. To watch the podcast, you can go to the link in the description, which is Dirty Bots of channel. It is hosted there. Please go have a watch there and subscribe to him. Really good YouTuber and very good friend of mine. And also, thank you for the recent love on videos and the more subscribers we get in the channel, just growing at a minute, popping. It's really great. Can't believe I just said popping. So Darren Moore has got to turn around the errors from last season. There is no room for them this year. The problem is you saw some at Wigan. I'm hoping the Wigan game was a case of that they weren't turned on and switched on. Now, last season, we had it where we could have had a couple of games where we could have had a lot more points than we did, especially in that October to December period. We got too many draws, way too many draws in that period, and it wasn't good enough. There was a time last season where it would get to the 60th minute or 80th minute, especially the 80th minute, and you'd be like, why have we switched off? It just, the brain-wide, mentally, we just weren't there. And the fact that last season we finally beat that hoodoo as 6 years not coming from behind to win a game, and then the 1 year as well, says everything where the team was in terms of mental preparation. There's still those bits that, you know, we need to improve on. We saw little bits of lapse in concentration in the Wigan game, but that's the pre-season. I'm hoping once the season starts, we've got that whole thing, their mind switches to this is actually legit, real football now, points are on the line. We had games where Cheltenham, Wimbledon, Bolton, just to name through, Ipswich, where we dropped silly points because we just turned off. But the other thing is, last season we were also having to do makeshift back three, because we had it at times that Patterson would be a centre-back, Marvin Johnson would be a centre-back. They're not centre-backs, unless you beat to death that Patterson is a centre-back. But they're not centre-backs, and the fact that we got those players now in, I still think we're too short at the centre-back region, personally, because if we get any kind of injuries or any kind of suspension, we got to try and make do again. But then you also look at last season in front of goal. Lee Gregory got 17 goals last season, brilliant, but it was a big part of him. But when he wasn't in, people were having to step up, and sometimes it just didn't work. And the thing is, we got more weapon to our arsenal this year. We got Michael Smith. We got players who can get crosses in. Reece James. We got a little bit of speed in Reece James as well. You got Will Vokes that loves to have a shot and have a good range of passing. There's a lot of stuff to be really excited for this season, because we got some of the tools this year to help us. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We can't have what we had last season with the silly defensive mistakes. We need to go after games a little bit more as well, because there were times where we will sit on a 1-0 and it's like the team was like, well, we've got the 1-0 win, we'll just sit on this, and just like, and it led to too much pressure coming at us, and that's got to stop this season. I think once we got one goal, we need to go to 2 or 3 and go for it like that, and that's what is needed in this league. You need to be very ruthless in front of net. The fact that a lot of our midfielders stepped in last season and got a lot of goals, I'm thinking Barry Bannon got a lot of goals last year, Joe Byers, that really helps, took a lot of the pressure off the front line. We've also got a fit Josh Windass that can start this season. When he came in for that small period before he got injured, did really well. Wednesday, if we get this right, we'll get this right, really right, because I think you put those defensive areas to bed from last season, we would have been up. We would have probably been up automatic, and that's the aim. We're going for champions. We're going for champions or second, but I think it's champion for me. But it's going to be difficult to do. It is a hard league. Let me know what you think about this video and your thoughts on it, but we have to go for it this season. None of this little blips like at Christmas. And also at the same time, we started really well, had an international break, and then it went a bit downhill. So we need to be properly on it and stay consistent this year. That's the other key. We have to be consistent. We can't be inconsistent this season.